All right, so in this video, I'm going to be going over my new way that I like to do product research, and it's using the Helium 10 tool. And this is the best way, in my opinion, because you can really dig down deep into niches. So this tool is going to be different from Viral Launch. So Viral Launch, it's got a really nice user interface, and it allows you to just go in and you use a lot more criterias, and it has they put a lot of money into their branding and everything. But there's one feature about there's a couple of features about Helium 10 that I gotta turn my noise off here. 1 second. All right, so Helium 10, you can dig down really deep into keywords, and then you can use the Cerebro tool, and you can expand out all those keywords, and then you can also use Magnet, and that's really helpful. So, hey everybody in this live stream, I'll address and do questions after this. But I just want to show you guys quick an overview of how I do it now. So, and then we'll get to taking requests. So we'll take some live requests of niches that I want to dig into. So if you guys could leave comments right now of just random niches that you want to see me dig into, and I'm just going to kind of do it real time and we'll see how it's done. So essentially what I like to do here, I'll be doing an overview video that shows the exact steps, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do it live so that people can see how it's done. So what we like to do is, so if we go into Blackbox right here, the real key to making it awesome is the fact that you can search with the title and the keyword. So what I like to do is, let's say I wanted to search the wedding niche. I can literally, here's the issue with other product research tools. Everybody goes to YouTube, okay? And they look up, how do I do product research? And there's 10 videos or whatever. They're the most viewed videos on YouTube. And that's where some people learn their product research methods. And there's tens of thousands of other people doing that. So this methodology is it's whatever niche you want, and it's by keyword. And instead of looking at tools based off of numbers that everybody's using, that spits out the same stuff. But now you're being creative by actually doing the words. So, I don't really go real depth here with the numbers. I just want to see what's selling a lot. So, let's say what's under 100 reviews, and Blackbox is just looking at a product specifically. Let's see, 100 reviews with, I don't even care about the monthly revenue because I'm just going to sort it by the most amount of revenue. So essentially what you could do is I just sort it, look at the highest revenue, and I just try to find these unicorn products. But other people could do that, but that's not the key. So I want to find ones that are just doing a crazy amount of revenue, and are just interesting, just a different product that you wouldn't think of. And then we go. So let's see. Let's just take something random here. What is this? The closest distance. Wait, I didn't sort it by revenue. Monthly sales. Revenue. Pull up YouTube here quick. Sex toys. This will not work with sex toys. Sorry about that. Oh, hey, Tom. Can I speed up a bit? Yeah, I can speed up. All right, well, the only suggestion that we got was sex toys. Find $100,000 products in less than 90 seconds. I don't really like to, that's like the clickbaity thing that works on YouTube, but I'm not really a fan of going out and just finding those really, really high revenue ones. I want to find something that's less, that's where there's a lot of search volume compared to the amount of keyword. So there's a lot of search volume, but not many products that are being offered for that. So you don't actually find these on product research tools that often. And that's why I like to go with them, because Viral Launch is going off of keywords and the whole average of the first page. But what if there's only 4 products in this niche? Then the average of that first page might actually be really low, but you'll never find it with those tools. Sports and outdoors. Okay. Home and kitchen. Let's go with home and kitchen or sports and outdoors. I'll do both of those. So what I would like to do then is I would go, let's say, what's a word for, let's just use what? The word kitchen or something. That's probably too broad, but let's see. Never tried it with that broad. Yeah, that's going to be way too high on revenue for me. Probably do like something less than 40 reviews there if we're going to not sort it by that. So let's see. I'd be looking for something that's a little bit different here. A handheld steam cleaner. What are these tongs? No, that's not different. I'm looking for something where, ooh, this. What is this? A Mother's Day gift set. This one is kind of interesting to me. So right away, let's see if I use this. Let's look at X-ray. Okay, so it's obviously seasonal and stuff, but I like this because it's more of a niche gift thing. So what I'm going to do then is I like to go in and look at Cerebro now and like, let's find all the different keywords here. So what you're going to do is this is going to tell us literally everything that it's indexing for in the Amazon search algorithm. And so I'm going to sort it by the amount of exact phrases because with this research method, I don't care about revenue. I care about search volume. So if I just look through this idea of where's all the search volume coming from on Amazon, now I'm going to be able to go in and, just see that. So this isn't annualized, so you need to take that into account. Obviously, there's not 100,000 people searching that every single month. And then what I really do here is I look at the Cerebro IQ score. So essentially what that is, it's saying compared to how many searches there are a month, how many products are offered or optimized for that. So you want an ideal market where there's a lot of searches and there's nobody or there's barely any products for it. So I think I'd found one that was like unicorn toilet paper and there was a couple thousand searches a month and literally there wasn't even unicorn toilet paper on Amazon. And there was a news article about it or something and unicorn's trending right now. So you're able to find just this weird stuff where I found like cat tissue butt holders and one of them was doing like 10 to 40K a month. I don't remember exactly, but you find these really weird things. So I'm going to like look in here and you could sort it by the Cerebro IQ score. Or actually we'll just get here. So this didn't go. So right here, I'm not seeing anything I like. I mean, there's Mother's Day, but I want to find more of these niche gift ones. And I like gifts or just something where I can differentiate here. And that's why I chose Mother's Day because it's different. So I would do this wide. So if you make it narrow, it's going to tell you the things that it's like ranking for and really, really relevant to. But if you go to wide, now you're just going to get like all this stuff from the Amazon product catalog or all the keyword searches. So let's see. Mother's Day card, oven mitts. I don't know if oven mitts would actually be good. Let's check that out. No, there's way too many reviews there. So, those are kind of cute. You could probably find some way to differentiate. So what I would do now is, what I do is go into magnet here. What's that, oven mitts? Or what was like, I actually would probably take that oven mitts one now. I just kind of bounce around. All right, so let's take this, make it wide. And so what I like is it's not an exact formula. So the more deep that you dig here and you just keep searching by exact phrase volume, pot holders, oven mitts, a cold smoker. What's a cold smoker? Dog thermometer. Yeah, that's only 1,000 searches a month though. I don't want to get that. But let's find. Okay, so now I'm going to put dog thermometer into there and then use magnet because that's going to find algorithmically things that are similar to it. And basically, if you're using Cerebro, you're just going to find things that are in that listing is indexing for. But there could be keywords that it's not indexed for. So then you use magnet to expand out that niche even more. And you just kind of keep going back and forth here. Ear thermometer looks like it's relatively a good opportunity. I'm just going based off the Cerebro IQ score. It's obviously not always a winner. No, that's not looking. That looks pretty competitive. Go back to magnet here. Fever thermometer white coat. That must be a brand. If you see like a really crazy baby thermometer. No, I don't like thermometer there. Why did I even go into this niche? See, I like to go into, we did oven mitts and stuff. And then before that, we did wedding. Or no, we didn't do wedding. Okay. So what's my target number of searches? All right, so that was a bum. That was bummed right there, okay? So that's what happens when I go into something that I'm not, like, doesn't meet my criteria. So I'm normally, when I go into this, I've never tried it with just like brand, but when I always go into it, I think of like something that's weird or different. So I did Mother's Day gifts, didn't work. Great. So somebody just suggested that we check out industrial and scientific. How do I know if a niche requires FDA approval or something? That's what you're going to need to know is, I'll get to that later. Actually, I'm going to answer questions later. Wedding plates. I know that there's huge opportunity in wedding plates. So what's nice here is like, all right, so this will be how you're going to learn how to like expand within a niche. So if we were to just look up wedding plates, like the main keyword on Amazon, we're going to find that there's some opportunity here. If you just look at the total amount of sales on this first page, I think there's more, like, so within every single market, there's a lot of there's the main keyword, but then there's all these different niches within it. And a lot of the times there's unserved ones. So we just took wedding plates into here. So I want to find what are the like within the wedding plates, what are the sub niches and then you use the Cerebro IQ or the Magnet IQ score, clear plastic plates, Thanksgiving plates. Let's see. Plasto. So the Spanish keyword's killing it a lot. Okay, that didn't work. So I would need to take an actual wedding plate that's selling a lot and then go back and research it like that. Oh, come on. They just did a new Windows update, so Helium 10's got to fix their extension. Okay, so there's some decent revenue here. This looks like a pretty good opportunity. So now what I would want to do is like, let's find one of the top selling. If you find something that's selling a lot within a specific keyword, that's what I would really put into Magnet IQ, or I would put this into Cerebro because you're going to be able to find that one is obviously indexing for a lot of keywords, where some of the niche ones, it's not necessarily. So let's take a look at that. Okay, gold plastic silverware. Okay, so this looks more interesting to me now. So we went into wedding plates, and then now we've put it in a Cerebro, take that. Let's check this out. Gold plastic silverware. Oh, this looks like it's probably good. Or relatively. So if you look at the number of reviews here, this actually looks a pretty good market. You know what I like about this is like it's somewhat seasonal. There's ways to differentiate somehow. And I like anything that's a bundle because I can make a pretty clear way of could I differentiate this. And with ones like if it's just a silicone baking mat, like I really don't care because like I can't do anything special there. But here, this looks pretty good. So I take a look at all of these. Let's see. But I still don't know what I would do here. Yeah, well, I guess so. There's like the super cheap plastic ones right there. Rose gold. Somebody said rose gold. No unicorn plates? No, I did a whole presentation on Global Sources about unicorns. And the unicorn trend is still uprising. Okay, so now what I would do is, somebody said rose gold. Okay, so that's just like a color. So then let's put that into magnet. Actually, let's see. So I put that into magnet. Let's find things that are related to rose gold. All right, so where are there? So this is like literally everything related to it. So what has a large amount of searches? Let's see. And some brand nail polish. Rose gold nail polish. I'm not going to source gold nail polish. Luggage tags for women. This is very rose gold sunglasses. I don't like to source accessories. But so this is just the general main strategy of just constantly digging into stuff. Rose gold wedding cutlery. That's what somebody in the live stream just said. Let's check that out. Okay, so let's just refresh this. Okay, so this is a pretty good opportunity. I mean, it's probably somewhat seasonal here. Definitely is seasonal. But what do I like about this? What in the world? This is rose gold wedding cutlery. Oh, they spelled it wrong. That's why. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so this is pretty good. But it's still somewhat utilitarian here. I mean, there are like this one. This one's ranking and doing a lot of sales. I guess so what I think here is not just what is this keyword, but like who is this market for particularly? Obviously it's for weddings, but so what are these for particularly? I'm assuming that this is for a wedding niche, okay? People are buying this to have a wedding party, and everybody wants that whole like a whole set and problem solved. So if you're buying rose, like this is what I like about this one listing right here. If you're buying rose gold cutlery, you're potentially going to need plates and everything. Now I know some people want to get like china plates and stuff for weddings, but if you could be able to go in and do this and provide a bundle within this, there are probably a lot of people looking up rose gold cutlery, and you could get in and solve that problem and buy them both and get them both together. So I just want to look at the revenue on that one. It's like I like to have the whole like all-in-one solution. Let's see. Let's check out the revenue on this. So one review. Okay, so it's doing $13,000 a month. All right, so they just launched, but they're okay. This is pretty crazy. So now I would take this one. So what else is this going for? So I want to see like, are people looking up for like wedding plate sets, or like what else are they searching within this niche? So I want to like take down this niche of wedding plates and like cutlery and whatnot. And so we go wide. Let's see. Rose gold party decorations. What is that? Forks over knives, construction birthday party supplies. What in the world? Who is looking that up? Graduation plates, wish you well. Wedding bridal gift. Let's see. Is there like the word set? Set. wedding plates, wedding bridal gift, wedding plates. Okay, so yeah, so wedding plates is one of the more keywords where this is probably actually getting sales for, or just rose gold in general is getting a lot. Rose gold party decorations. So I guess we talked about that right in the beginning. Let's see. So apparently, I don't know what I would like to do here is I would look up now. So it seems like there's something about the word rose gold might be a trend, is I guess what I'm seeing here. So like I identified the unicorn trend in November, I think. And then all of a sudden there started to be opportunities for unicorn everywhere. So I guess what I would do here then, let's just go to Google Trends and look up rose gold. Let's see, let's look over past 5 years. Okay, so I mean it's an increasing trend. It seems like that it has somewhat peaked here, but it's definitely, let's just go to all time. Okay, yeah, okay, so this is what I like to see. So the term rose gold is something that is up in trending, or if not, it's relatively new. So, well, I mean, it's a couple years old here, but when we're typing in and we're finding that there is, just from the Cerebro here, it's saying that there is an unordinary amount of searches compared to the amount of products being offered. So this would be kind of a niche of like, where all could I expand within rose gold? Where all could I expand within, and then where can I provide value bundles within this rose gold area is where I would be personally particularly looking at. I'm not looking for like, I look for trends, okay? So by this, I'm able to find those trends coming up and whatnot, and then where do I innovate there? Or so what else would there be within rose gold? And it seems like it's a party decoration. So let's see. So, I mean, we could just look up rose gold party decorations, which we just did. By the way, I'm always all over the place, so it may be hard to follow how I do product research, but this is how I'm just... All right, let's see. What are these? I don't like the price point on that, but... Are these balloons? That's sponsored. Table runners? Let's see, where's the revenue on this page? 25,000 confetti balloons. What? Balloons cost like nothing. Ooh. So you see, this is somewhat interesting to me because it's a pack. All right? So people want rose gold balloons for a party. I know we started out in kitchen, but apparently we've gotten to parties now. So I'd be particularly looking here. And so now what is this ranking for? Let's see. Bridal shower decorations. So you're going to be see like where's where's everything coming from here? So people are buying this for globos para fiestas, bridal decorations, rose gold confetti balloons. What else? Rose gold glitter. You see, this whole rose gold is, it's just, there's so many different things that are rose gold. I don't know if it's just like people love that. So rose gold confetti balloon appears to be the highest, or rose gold balloons, just in general. This looks like it might be a good opportunity. So you could like start a whole brand around, you could probably start a whole wedding brand and probably kill it. Because I've looked into wedding a little bit before. So I guess what I would think is like, okay, so maybe now what I would like to do is let's go to, so all right, we've identified, like if we look at this revenue, it's not as high as I would like to see, but It depends on how much money you want to make, okay? I mean, it's obviously very easy to enter. Look, 13, 4, 8, 28, 2, 5. So, I mean, this would be, like, you don't need reviews to sell here. So we found something that's profitable. Balloons are just plastic. They can't cost that much. So now what I would be thinking is, like, okay, how do you find out what would be the best bundle or stuff? So I guess I would particularly, so it's a rising trend. It's a good opportunity on Amazon. You always want to be in a sea that is going up, okay? You don't want to be in, well, at least that's what I particularly go for. So what would I go to? Pinterest? And like, okay, so we go to Pinterest, and now we look this up. Let's find the ones that people have pinned a lot, or like women, because women talk about their wedding all the time. So now we could go in and find, like, what are they pinning, or what are people inventing on their own? Because that's how you're going to be able to, basically, if you're in a new rising market, people are like solving problems for themselves because, so basically, there's kind of this search, there's this demand generation, okay? There is some type of event, which will normally be social media, will create content. And then the content will take a hold. And then once that's taken a hold, that now creates search demand and desire within people. And then once that's seen, now some people jump into the market, and then there is products that are developed within it, but they're normally just simple. So as a market becomes advanced over time, it becomes more complex and more, there's just more innovation happens within a market, okay? But if you find one that is rising and like has a high volume of search compared to the amount of products, you know that it's good because you can differentiate and do that. So, so the search of, if we did rose gold balloons, let's see. I guess I would just be looking for, what about these? Numbers. Okay, so there's numbers, there's the word love. Okay, so this, I've seen weddings before, and there's like, everybody likes to put, so now like, we've probably identified, these are for, so when we use magnet, so rose gold balloons, what are all people buying them for? They're buying them for weddings, but what else? So, okay, there we go. Took a little bit to get going here, but that's just the way, like, nobody sits there and is like, aha, and figures everything out right away every time they sit down. So there's party decorations, there's bridal showers. What else? Bridal party, bride-to-be balloons. Where else are they using this? Bachelorette parties? Potentially. Well, we could go to Pinterest or social media to figure out where exactly they are being done. Welcome home balloons? Probably not so much. Confetti balloons. I already discovered, that's how I knew you were trying to take this. Gender reveal. Oh, I'm just reading some comments here quick. Did you use Google Trends to figure out trending words? Yes, I've always used that. That's actually how I predicted how the solar eclipse was going to be, like basically all the sales were going to be made at the end. And that's how I know if a trend is dying or if it is, stagnant. That's actually, so if there's the Vero app. I'm just going to go quick on Google Trends because I think there's some people don't talk about. So I actually made a post. This is a side note. So this still shows somewhat of a positive correlation to me. It's somewhat of a linear growth here, and it's seasonal linear, and it doesn't appear to be unhealthy within the search term. But if you look at there's Bitcoin, and I actually have a video where I called the top about 2 days after it peaked. And there's also the Vero app. What else is there? There's this constant trend that always happens within society where something will take off, and when it moves exponential, don't touch it. Okay, that's a heating warning for people when you're looking at something trending, because anything that moves exponential on a graph, you want to stay far away. You want a steady growing niche. Okay, so this Vero app, I remember I'm actually in the 4Ds like private group of Gary Vaynerchuk's thing, and there's like 100 of us in there, and they were telling us, oh, check out the Vero app, and I was like, no, you don't want to check it out because it had broken this exponential curve from, where was it? Basically, they used a really good marketing technique. This was a new social media app that came out. Let's see, let's check it right here. And I just realized, so it moved, it was linear, it was fine here, but then it moved exponential here, and then it failed to keep continuing the exponential move. And I said if it didn't recover to about right here, within a couple months that it was dead, and it's proved to just be a flop. And so what I did was like, so there's the unicorn trend, and I saw this, but it's still performing if you look at the unicorn trend, it obviously had a demand generation event here, but it was able to recover and still maintain its linear approach here. And if you were to chart a line right here, it's perfect, and it's maintaining upon that. So as long as that goes straight, or if it were to flatten out, I would remain within a niche and be confident that it's something that will probably stay within society compared to a fad. But let's say we look at the famous fidget spinner. This performed an exact, let's just go to the last year. Last 5 years. Basically, it came up and it was good, fine. If it would have gone to here and continued, like had a spike and gone linear, but no, it went exponential, so it was dead right there. So what I would do then, so we're going to get back to what I was talking about. Now I would personally here, if I was looking into these balloons, I would go to Pinterest like we did before, niche out. So we have these numbers. I know people like to, for weddings, they like to spell out words, love. Like, look, right there. That's exactly what I was thinking of. 16. Ooh, 16. There's sweet 16 party supplies. Okay, so, and I'm guessing that these are women, okay? Women are probably, I can't imagine many guys buying rose gold. So if we type in, what? Sweet 16, because I've looked up Sweet 16 before. And I'm pretty sure there's just quite a bit of search volume that's actually happening for Sweet 16 party supplies. Yeah, so there's 5,000 right here. And there was the number 16 there. So this gives me that inkling that people, so they're buying for Sweet 16 parties, they're buying for weddings, they're buying for, what else are they buying for? We could obviously just go look at customer reviews too, but I essentially I want to find everything in like who all is buying these products and what are all the niches, and then where is that underserved search volume within that, because like these are not very innovative within rose gold balloons right here. Like you have the basic value people. We have this guy who's just catching on as value. Let's just check out this revenue again. Okay, so this one hasn't been live that long, so I wouldn't. This is where I don't actually like viral launch because it won't. Sometimes people get stuck into thinking that a product is a good opportunity when it's not. But like when you use the Helium 10 one, you can see like it doesn't inflate the sales like if it's a recently launched product, and you can see right here the graph of the product over time, and then just quickly pull it up. Yeah, so I wouldn't trust this data because it's 1 month. So I don't know if they're actually selling that much on this. Let's go back to the revenue here. I'm just going to dig into this and find like, could I do something within party balloons here? 20,000 on this one. How long has this been alive? 3 months. Okay, so this 3 months is a relatively good amount of time to go into something. It looks like they just had a stock out right there. Okay, yeah, so and by the way, this might get boring here, but this is like what I do. I just when I find like I like all over the place, and then I find something, and I go like I will research one for 4 hours, well more than that, if I'm going to pursue something, I researched the solar eclipse for 3 months straight? All day, every day. I read all the scientific papers. I did everything. Made 44 SKUs. It just took completely. I looked at every single niche that was going to be purchasing for this, and I made products that nobody had made before. Just based off of thinking of all the people, like my goggles. Like, I knew that there were a lot of people scared by reading articles and stuff, and the other ones let in light. So I was able to make these goggles by just really going into that in-depth research. And I wish I would have had the keyword tools now, because that would have made it a lot easier. But these are kind of utilitarian. So the number 1, I do like that. Happy birthday. Yeah, so we're not going to go fully in-depth how to do this, but what you could combine this with then is, if we know that rose gold balloons are popular, so then we look up, there's these sweet 16 party supplies. What else? I would look into these other niches right there. And I think we did that on Cerebro here. There's baby shower decoration. Let's go back near the top. So there's bridal shower decorations. So we were going to that. So we know that the women like rose gold, and it's a growing trend. I guess what we would do to find what is the most popular one right here, I would go into wedding decorations, or look at wedding balloons. And is there an abnormal amount of rose gold compared to other colors? Let's see here. Where was I just looking up? Bridal shower decoration. So there's, okay, well, of course, rose gold is doing well here. The number 1 listing is, okay, yeah, the number 1 listing is, okay, so it's a kit. That's what I like. See, when here they're looking for a party, they want like an all-in-one solution to solve. So this is where I really like. Where is a general keyword where people are trying to solve a problem? That is like my number 1 thing. Is there if people are looking for a utility or something very, very specific, I don't want to go into that, because I have no form of differentiation. I have no way to be better, essentially. But if they're looking to solve a problem, I can make a way to solve that problem really well. So here they're looking to just decorate. You got to think about what is the hidden intent behind that keyword. Bridal shower well, obviously they want to decorate their whole bridal shower. They don't just want to buy one simple thing here. So they're open to suggestion for anything that will decorate that bridal shower. But now I'm back on wedding. Oh, man. I guess we'll switch to bridal shower. So bridal shower decorations. Well, we've already identified that the rose gold. So basically women are or liking to decorate with the rose gold. So this guy did it right by just right here, like just quick explaining it. So he found this, found it. What's he doing on revenue here? Hopefully he's doing something, or otherwise that would look bad. Okay, 9,000. Just recently launched, probably. Yeah, so I don't trust these numbers 100%. So I would want to find somebody who's been selling for a little bit longer. But he's probably identifying a pretty good fact there. This guy's been selling for a while. The number 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Aaron Nicholson, thank you. If you're not willing to spend 4 to 8 hours or more researching to find a product, then this isn't the business for you. Very true. If you see here, like this isn't like your typical YouTube video of like, here's the 5 steps to finding a product, and it's like, boom, no, it's just not how it works. It's meandering and thinking and going through all these different ways, and how could I provide the most value to the people? So this guy has been selling for a long time, 74 reviews. If we look at this, like, what has he done over the past year? 1 whole year. There's some seasonality here, but it also looks like he just stocked out. But I would definitely look up bridal shower decorations. I can't imagine too many people are having them in the winter. But I like seasonality. Like if you stack seasonality with a trend, with seasonality, stack it with a trend, stack it with a keyword where people will be suggested, you could kill it. So yeah, I trust these sales. I mean, I doubt he would be doing giveaways this whole time. But this doesn't look very good. Like, this looks like just like, I don't know. It's not very cute. These are pretty, it isn't done very well. This looks like a loofah. Yeah, so definitely go in within this. So we had Pinterest, bridal shower decorations. Okay, so here's the thing. My wife spent like 100 hours decorating our wedding and making her own stuff because it's such a personal thing for wedding or like just parties or anything like this. Like these are very special events to women. Come on, bridal shower decorations. So where are people, like what do they got? So we got balloons here for women. I just want to make sure I've actually loaded a page. Okay, yep. Okay, so this is what I also like to do. I use Pinterest for visual search, okay? So I've got a video about that in the course. If you guys aren't signed up yet. Let's see, the word bride. What about that? At a bridal shower. A bride, okay. Bride to be. So here's the thing. Bride, clearly, like it's a bride sash. You know, it's her special day. What keyword are we even on here? Bridal shower decorations. Okay, so the word they did good. They took the trend. They put bride right there and love. What else? I would just keep digging into this and seeing like, is there like a reoccurring word happening here? Is there a like what are the women doing by themselves? Let's see. There's obviously like flowers and a letter. What else? Let's see if we could find something that's okay. Yep. So there's the cutlery. So what else? Well, you obviously need plates. So you want a whole themed. So I mean, you could honestly make a whole theme here probably. I mean, they've solved part of the problem there by providing like those little decorations, but they also need plates and spoons. So I know that photo booth props are big too, and that's a big opportunity. So I kind of collect all the things around this area, and then where is there a hole within this? And then I would be going with rose gold definitely, because it seems like that is just when we looked up here, there was a lot of bridal shower decorations. Ooh, like the chalkboards they love, but this is very. What is this? Oh, just cookies. Bride to be. Okay, so this is an Etsy person. Oh, this is a perfect Etsy thing. So here's the L. So you know I like Pinterest, but what are bride to be right there? What is that? Bride to be spelled out. Look at that. Okay, I bet there's a way to search by the amount of. What about this? So the bride-to-be stash. So maybe I would take a bride-to-be stash. We also have the bride-to-be balloons like this. I don't know. This looks pretty neat in my opinion. What else here? Oh, there's got to be a way to. Here's a whole rose goldy like bridal set for. What is this? Bridesmaid. Okay, because we are. Yeah, so there was also that whole area. We're not going to dig into that one particularly. What else? Oh, there's a big thing like that. Let's go to Instagram. What? Rose gold? Rose gold. What are the most popular ones recently? That oh, I need to know how to sort by popularity of posts over time. I don't remember how to do that, but that's what I would do. I'd find a service. I know there's software services out there that would do that. What else is there here? No, that's more for parties. What is this? Etsy.com/wedding art gallery. Okay. Etsy.com/wedding art gallery. Well, that was, it's .com/shop. So if we go into Etsy here, let's see. The 1,300 people have favorited this. 1,700 sales from Ukraine. 1,700 women have voted with their dollar bills to buy something from Ukraine. Like, that's, I guess that is unusual. That's like with the unicorn toilet paper. There were hundreds of sales and that people had done from, what country was it? Like Czechoslovakia or something. And that's how I knew it was like, there's huge demand on Cerebro, and there was huge demand on eBay, people buying it. So like, if you could find where people are searching and solving problems other ways. So what are their top selling things here? Or like, where are people getting crafty? What are these? What are these? How about we just search? Can we search this on Google? Search Google for image. So this is another technique I use. Let me find algorithmically similar things to this. Bursting the bubble on champagne. Rose gold wedding glasses, wedding glasses, wedding glasses. Okay, let's go to Pinterest now. Wedding. Or no. What are those called? Wedding glasses. Oh, well, we could find algorithmically similar ones there if there's glasses. But I would type in now wedding glasses. Let's put that in Amazon, because there's a lot of Etsy sales there. And I was actually one of the top sellers on Etsy in my category. And then I got banned. I got banned from Etsy because I had bad shipping times. I tried to ship $500,000 of product in one day. That was not good. I had to hire like 12 people, and we were working till 2 a.m. These wedding glasses. Wait a minute. What are the sales here? Or is this the main keyword? This would be what I do now. Is this the main keyword? I got to make sure that first, because that wasn't very many. She sold 1,400. There's got to be more than 1,000 per month there. Let's see. What highest phrases? Oh, I got peppermint in my eye. New Year's Eve party supplies, champagne flutes, plastic champagne flutes disposable. What are these? What is this? This could be good. Because like there's some pretty big, I know my sister paid big money to get us champagne flutes. Look at this. What is that? Rose gold. So, plastic champagne flutes. So this would be the big keyword. That's why I always want to make sure I have the right keyword, and a lot of people don't pay attention to that. So like I found something that was like similar on Pinterest. This is just summing that up. Found something similar on Pinterest, like through their search engine. Reverse engineer it on Google. That gives you somewhat of a keyword, and then you type that into Cerebro, and that'll then give you all the things. You find the main keyword that has the highest search that you think might be relevant. Plastic champagne flutes. What are these? What are people buying this for? Why does this have so many sales? What are the reviews like on this? That's a lot of money. For 2 years. He's been selling for 2 years. $23,000 a month. 19. It was actually selling really good because the other one was New Year's Eve. So the other keyword on magnet. It looks like they sold out and they just didn't even, because they kept selling in this March well. So here they didn't even sell well. Like they just stock out for half a year. What were they doing here? But this they've just been killing it. 85 reviews here. And I guess where I liked this was we found this by looking at the Magnet IQ score there. And that's what I like about that. Plastic wine glasses for parties. So, but now I guess we found that that lady on Etsy is making wedding glass. So her keyword is wedding glass, okay? Wedding art gallery. So is there like a wedding? 1,000 searches a month isn't that much. But I guess now I would look up the plastic champagne flutes. Like where are people, maybe people for weddings are looking up plastic champagne flutes. So I guess I would want to now look up plastic on Google. Or no, I would go to Pinterest now. Plastic champagne flutes. Because if we were looking up plastic champagne flutes, what are like the keywords people are using here? What are they using this just for party decorations? As a Dollar Tree. What else? So this might not be just wedding. What is this? New Year's Eve. Okay, maybe this isn't wedding-ish. But there were, I mean, we just proven there are people that want these champagne things. But I guess they are only buying for the bride and the groom then, is what it looks like for her. So let's go to her actually thing here. Wedding art gallery. $55? What was that? 2 wedding glasses for $106? $4? What is this? So this is from Ukraine. And let's go back to her sales here. So she's selling 2 cups. Are these personalized? Now that's what I would be interested in. Okay, it does look like they're personalized here. So maybe that's why there are those that premium price. Okay, that would make more sense. But what about this? Like, is she selling ones that aren't personalized for less price? So I guess wedding glasses, like what else would be the other keywords here? Wedding toasting glasses? That's what somebody else said. Do you use Pinterest for product research or do you post on there as well? I'm going to answer some questions here quick. I don't want to get too deep into this. I want to provide you guys some value. No cups from Ukraine look worth over $100. Very true, but people are buying them. Maybe not in your opinion, maybe not in my opinion, but in somebody's opinion there are. Do I use Pinterest for product research or do you post on there as well? I don't post on Pinterest, but I use it because the reason why I use Pinterest is that it's algorithmically, it shows you similar images, so you can dig into a niche based off of, like, we look up rose gold and all of a sudden we start to see more rose gold things. But let's say there's lots of champagne flutes. And then all of a sudden now we start to get suggested other champagne flutes. I don't even know where we started this video at. Plates? We started this video at plates. And then now we just were able to, like, you just see where are people posting at. Let's see. I like the idea of random methodology for product research. Not everyone doing viral launch and jungle scout with the same criteria. No, that is exactly my concept here. So if you just look, literally everybody is using those tools, you guys, and they do their best to give you as many options. But if you're not getting creative with those tools, so my buddy just started recently, and he went into a product that looked good at the time, and about 50 to 100 people have jumped in it in the last month. And it was because it was one of those, like, just killer home run ones on the viral launch tool. But what I like here is we found somewhere where people are willing to be suggested. And then on top of being willing to be suggested, it's a growing trend as well, but people have been selling for years in this and have under 100 reviews and had consistent profitable sales. That is where you ideally want to go. And by using, this is like, but you go by keywords and search volume. Don't go off of sales necessarily, because some keywords will like, I'm not going to get deep into the algorithm of how all of those product research tools work. They are great if you know how to use them. But if you're just using the same research methodology as everybody else, it can be dangerous. Let's see, what else have we got here? Letterboard, let's see. What is the Magnet IQ score? So the Magnet IQ, what is the direction you are taking this niche? Were you looking for a bundle with the balloons or just something better with the rose gold trend? I have no idea what direction I'm taking it. I'm looking at I just look. Like, so like I just go and I look at, like, I dig into everything that's interesting from an algorithmic respect with the Magnet IQ score. So I'll answer that person's question now. This Magnet IQ score it gives it a number based off of the amount of exact phrase searches versus how many products are being advertised on it. Then it's a higher number. If there's a lot of searches and not many products being advertised, it's high. So that just means it's generally relatively good. Let's see. Yeah, so back to that direction, I really don't have one. My direction is find stuff where it's selling other places or there's room for innovation within it. So we found that, what about this? What about this? Oh, that's personalized wedding cake. Is this personalized? These cake servers? Let's see. I gotta look. No, this is not. Okay. Wedding cake knife gold cutting set. Let's see. Wedding cake. Let's see. I would actually put that into Magnet here. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering why it's taken me so long to make the course, I have really bad attention span. So I'm all over the place. So I've hired 8 people that are helping me make the course just the best that it can be and get like a systematic approach of how you go about these. But like this is me using them in real time, how I just dig, and I just have all these tabs now. And then I see, okay, well, there's my room for innovation. And I've seen kind of what people do within the whole scene. Like, what if now we've seen there's all these champagne flutes, like there's huge demand for those, and these wedding glasses, and we found these wedding cakes. So now how about I find where there's like odd things selling at different places, and but then now I combine all those together to solve a need for somebody on a keyword that's underserved, that's in a growing trend. Well, that's the success. That's my formula for success. It mathematically, it logically makes sense. You're providing something that has not been. You're solving that problem of the utility, so giving them the utility that they're looking for. So wedding cake toppers, Christian. Wedding cake toppers, precious moments. Wedding cake knife and server set. Oh, what do you know? This might be a good opportunity. So to answer that person for the 4th time, where am I taking this? I'm taking this within a niche to show you within a niche, where are the opportunities? This is how you find the opportunities within a niche. So these ones are utilitarian, okay? This is your special wedding day. People spend 40 to 50 grand on a wedding a year. They're not going to be sticking like that. Who's going to buy that for their wedding? Maybe some people. But how about this? We've identified that rose gold is a huge trend, all right? It's big for weddings. People are buying it. People are putting it on Pinterest. People are putting it on everything. Yet there is not a single rose gold one on here. All right, let's look at the revenue for wedding cake toppers set, knife and server set. 12 grand, 17 grand, 10 grand, 9 grand. Let's look at reviews. 3, 2. Okay, those are new. I don't count those. And that one is 253, but so these ones are still getting sales. I mean, I just cannot imagine that it's a brand play here. So these aren't evenly distributed. Okay, so here's the thing. These aren't evenly distributed to sales. So is this really the main keyword here? Or is that one just selling so much because it's utilitarian of all the people that don't really care? Wedding cake topper. Let's see. Let's go back into magnet here. So now I would want to find like, oh, come on. Oh no, we would use Cerebro. See, maybe there's something that, because magnet will find algorithmically similar things, but it doesn't always find you what it actually should be. So you've got to use both of them here. Cake knife, maybe that's a word. Wedding cake knife and server set. Cake cutter. Cake cutting set for wedding. Cake knife and server set. Okay, so if you look at this, wedding knife and server set. So cool, look at this. So there isn't one massive keyword, but there's a set of thousands of keywords, you know, that happen here. So I would be collecting all of these different keywords and then putting that in. Cake cutting set for wedding. There's a 1 rose gold, but look at this. What is this guy doing? Well, look, they did exactly what they said you should do. They're probably killing it, or maybe they're killing it. $7,000. When did they launch this? Let's see. They just launched. So they might be doing giveaway here. They probably cheated. they probably cheated. There's probably no way that maybe they did. Who knows? They could have a launch list. That's just those are pretty big amount of reviews in the first couple of weeks here, comparatively to the entire market. Or it's just they served such a cool. All the women or people wanted a rose gold one, but they're just charging a quite premium price here. Because like who wants a boring one like that? We identified the trend. There's some other big ones there. Yeah, so that would be another opportunity within that. But is there, let's see, a wedding set, wedding cake set. Is there something you could is there some way you could provide even more? You could potentially get, what is that? Sparkling gold? Is that a word? Is that another thing? We did see sparkling gold with some other ones. So by looking at that, we might be able to find, is that another color that's big trending? Let's see. Rose gold, no, gold glitter, rose gold. What was my main keyword I looked up here? Sparkling. Maybe that's just another way. Sparkling. No. Okay, that's not. I'm wrong. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to get to questions now. Let's see. Going to binge watch your course in 24 hours? You can't, because it's more. It might be more than 24 hours, so I don't think you can. But if you watch it at 2x speed, you probably can. And that's what I suggest everybody do. But we do make those videos very efficient in there. Does it narrow down to keywords? Love Dove, do you want to, what do you mean by keywords? And could you expand on that question a little bit more? Because I could expand on that more. I'm not sure exactly what you want. Gavin said, courses take forever. Took me 4 months. Yeah, it's taken me half a year. And it takes a long time because I actually care about making something that is able to be digested by a very advanced seller and provide value to them, and also provide value to the beginner so that everybody knows what to do, and just doing everything in very thorough. I'm not I don't copy content from somebody else. If you look at my stuff, this is how I do it. I come from a more mathematical approach and everything, but so in there I'll be describing how the algorithm works, how all these algorithms, all these different search engines work, and then when you kind of understand how all of those work, and then there's obviously the algorithm of psychology and everything, but you could find ways to really innovate within that. Let's see some other questions here. Yeah, some high sales are from Facebook ads and other outside sources. That's very true. So that could have been how I was saying that they weren't evenly distributed when we were on the rose gold page. For people that were watching, that is very true. But what are some other questions? It's true, Brock, using different methods such as your approach on the eclipse classes, and you killed it in that niche just by observing and applying multiple applications to your method. Yeah, so here's a concept. I don't remember exactly who said it. I think Scott Adams said it. If you're good at one thing, so what? There's a lot of people that are good at one thing. He's a hypnotist, and he was good at business because he worked in the corporate world, and then he was a little bit okay at comedy. He wasn't very funny. And then he was a little bit good at drawing. But he just combined all of them together. And so he really knew psychology. And so he was able to make a really successful comet, Dilbert, for people that don't know. At least that dog and that guy that works in the office. And he really just talks about if you combine multiple things, there are very few people that are doing that. So, what I've particularly done is the psychology, working harder, understanding how the algorithms work, finding ways to differentiate and innovate and find things that are trending, get ahead of the crowd, find where you're good at, and then optimize for that. Let's see if there were any other questions. I'll go back to the beginning. Some people were in here. All right, so I think I'm going to end this here just because I could go on for hours and whatnot. So let's take some last questions here, and I'll answer them all. So sorry if you didn't get it before. If you answered before and I didn't answer it. You see, probably why I don't do live streams is they are disorganized and whatnot. Does the main potential in a niche to killing it come down to keywords? Absolutely, Love Dove. So that is because on Amazon, everybody's just searching keywords, okay? So when you go to Amazon and you buy a product, think about it yourself. What do? You open the app? Or when you go to buy a product in general in the world, oh, I want to buy something. Is it on Amazon? Then you look at keyword. You type in a word, and then that's it. You look at those, and you'll either say there's nothing there, or that's the best option. Maybe you'll click. Maybe you'll try a different keyword, but I don't think too many people try that many keywords. So but everybody describes something differently. So if you know what their intent is and who the market is. So here's the example of why I look at keywords. Okay. So if everybody just types in a word, but they're looking to solve, they're all different people. Okay. Now let's say champagne flutes. Okay. Or wedding glasses. This is the word they type in, but they actually mean, I want a rose gold personalized his and her wedding glass or something like that. But they type in wedding glasses, or there's long tail ones and whatnot. But so it's always going to come through these keywords. And so you need to be ranking there to get their attention. And then where I like to do is just find ways to innovate within those words that people are looking at. And that's my methodology. Let's see. So you were kicked off Etsy and eBay. Yes, I've been banned from eBay 6 times in my life. I got kicked off Etsy. Are deep giveaways still boosting organic rank? I'm going to be doing a live case study of that in a couple weeks here. I have my hippie glasses that I failed, but I still have them in my garage. So I'm going to be launching 4 different listings, and they're all the same thing, okay? But we're going to do them all at the same time. I'm going to do a Facebook ad, deep discount giveaway. I'll do a viral launch. I'll do a 100% sales, organic. Not organic. We'll do 100% sales. And then what else could I do? I'll find a 4th way because I have 4 different ones. But I'm going to try to get some statistical data where all factors are the same except they're different list. There was a discount, there was a non-discount, and I'll figure all of that out. But that's how I think the only way we know is by using the scientific method. A lot of people say it doesn't work. A lot of people say it does work. But what you got to always think, like, who is saying that it doesn't work? And why didn't it work? Okay? There's so many factors. Don't just hear what you read in a... I mean, logically, it would make sense. I think, personally, Amazon needs to get rid of deep discounted giveaways. It is terrible for the system. It's ruining it. Manipulation. We need to get rid of unverified reviews, and we need to get rid of deep discount giveaways, and then only the true business people survive, in my opinion, and the platform would be a lot cleaner. Amazon, you could hire me right now, and I can algorithmically build you an algorithm in less than 1 day that could find 95% of all the fraud and abuse. So if anybody on Amazon's watching there, I mean, you guys, but they know how to do this. They don't want to do it, okay? They don't want to get rid of the fraud and abuse because it gets them more reviews on the platform. They're only going to take out the really black hatters, but they're never going to like fully break down on it because at the end of the day, the currency of Amazon is reviews. Yeah, so F giveaways. I agree with you, Gavin. I personally have never done a giveaway. I will be doing case studies to show you guys the statistical effects of it, but I personally have not. Do I prefer Helium 10 over Viral Launch now? Yes, I do, because you can't get this deep. So if we look up here, I'll pull up Viral Launch here really quick, and another one, and I'll just show their keyword. So here's one thing, okay? Here's let me show you Google Trends. Let's see. I'll pull up my AdWords account, because then I can see the exact data from that. So think about this. Demand generation. Where do people learn their product research methods? A lot of the beginner easy ones, YouTube. So that makes a lot of people search on YouTube. That methodology, okay? And then the YouTube videos are pre-staged. If you didn't know that, now you know. And they copy a lot of the times. I don't. So this is like how product research really works in my head to find unique opportunities. And then if we look at AdWords, if I were to go to I still like Viral Launch if you use it differently. And they have good software. Like you see me using their extension this whole time. So, but I'll just show you guys something. Actually, no, I'm not going to show my AdWords accounts. I will do that in the course and whatnot. But basically, Viral Launch, I think, receives about 6 times as many average monthly searches as Helium 10. But Helium 10 provides you a lot more keyword data and abilities to dig deep into these niches. Viral Launch is more curated for the beginner, easy to consume, easy to implement. But Helium 10 is more of, here's the data. Here is they have a larger data set from my understanding. And then it's go use it and figure it out yourself. If you look Manny and them, I know Manny. I Skype with him a lot. But they don't really nobody focuses on how to use these tools. Okay, so everybody's getting funneled into Jungle Scout and Viral Launch and using kind of the same search methodologies. And everybody wonders why everybody goes into the same products. Well, it's pretty obvious. I could just go into AdWords right here. Okay, I'll just show you. Helium 10, 1,300 searches a month. How about this? Jungle Scout. All right, and they're like, Brock, you had a product research video on Viral Launch. Yes, but I'll get to that in a second. Look at how many Jungle Scout searches there are in a month. 40 times as many. How about Viral Launch? Oh, 6,600. But if you take a look, this is the last 12 months. I made my Viral Launch product research video 6 months ago, so about halfway. And you read that, I said, this is a competitive advantage tool until everybody has it. And that was right there that I said that. If you look. So you have to get ahead of trends and think differently. You can still use the Viral Launch tool. You just got to use it differently than other people use it. If you saw a technique in a YouTube video, don't do that probably. Because if it's just you, okay, here are my criteria. This is the criteria I use to find products. Cool. So does 10,000 other people now. But so I'll just show you quick why I use. So if we were to look up like what? Well, where did we find something that was crazy? Champagne flute? Was that like, or no, wedding glass. Wedding glasses. And we do it on Helium 10. This would be wedding glasses. Search, load from history. Now, so I guess what I'm going to see here is we're going to be able to find, here's the thing, Viral Launch tries to be smart for you and only give you the top keywords that you should prioritize for your product to sell. Okay, but what if you want to research or find more? What if you want to do the elimination yourself? They don't give you that ability. And I will gladly support Viral Launch in their keyword tool. And it still does, like I still do, because it's good for getting the 80-20 of like which ones. But I like to just have the data in my hands, because that gives me, the more data I have, the more choices I get. So basically, let's search by exact volume and just compare so there's plastic wedding glasses, but so New Year's Eve party supply doesn't show up here. There's champagne flutes. I think that shows up. So, I mean, it will get some of them, but let's see. So it got cake cutting set, Mr. and Mrs. Okay, it got Mr. and Mrs. All right, so it'll be pretty good at getting them, but when you get down into these more niche ones, look, there's 862 here. I guess that's just the best way to say it, okay? Where there are 76 here, or 141. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities that you find. Mimosa glasses. What about that? Mimosa. So mimosa glasses did not show up in here, okay? So if we go to Amazon and we looked up, see, this is the long explanation of why I like this tool better. Mimosa glasses. This could potentially, what is this? Maybe this is not a good opportunity. Probably not. All right, not good. But, okay, the first one I looked at, it's not like every time you do it, it's right. But there are definitely a lot of opportunities that you will, bride and groom champagne glasses. Is that in here? Yeah, it is. Okay, so if you're just mimosa bar supplies, so people are looking up mimosa bars. Okay, that's a whole different story. I'm not going to go into doing another whole deep dig, but you literally, there's 7 times as many search results with Viral Launch, and that is the very long extended response to that. Live dashboard. Let's see. Did you miss anything, Joshua? You probably missed a lot. I'm sorry. But don't worry. Basically, everything I talk about here is in the course, so sign up down below. Or you'll sign up at a future date, which will be soon. But I talked about just all my different, like I use a lot of the product research methods I use, but this is just the start of it. There's a lot more. I would do this for days, just nonstop, pretty much. Let's see. That's why it's clickbait to find a 100K product in 90 seconds. It's work and an investment. Great job. It's so true. Like, if all the secrets if that was it, just think about game theory. If it was that easy, then everybody would do it. And then now it's on the YouTube and everybody could see it. So if it was a great opportunity like that, it would be ruined instantly because it's like a plug and play thing. But you got to understand everybody needs to understand, where do all Amazon sellers learn? Podcasts and YouTube. If you're not learning to think for yourself, which is what I really focus on, teaching people to think for themselves and differently, then you're just going with the herd. So that's where like clickbait titles and everything, or like easy to use tools. This makes it all easy. Here's the simple step to use it. Like there aren't shortcuts in life. Okay, show me a shortcut that's ever worked. Let's see. What is the max number of listings you're willing to compete with for a keyword? Doesn't matter how many their listings there are. I care about, like, I find out what do people want for that keyword, and is it there? And do I have the resources available to get on that page? That's what I care about. However many listings are there, because that's an irrelevant, okay? Because that's just how many are indexed. Like mimosa, like, you know, there's a crazy amount of results and stuff. Obviously I wouldn't go into mimosa, but the number doesn't matter. The more so matters is what resources are required to get on page one, and is that market niched out? Like, are the needs of that market being served? For example, a red silicone baking mat, the needs of this market are served. People want a red silicone baking mat, all right? When you look at a page, does it look like that need is served? Absolutely. How about this? What did we look up earlier? Bridal shower decorations. Does it look like this need is served? No. Because when there's a variance in the results, this shows that people are open to suggestion and the market has not been solved what is exactly wanted. So this gives, or that there is choice. Okay? So that's what I look for. I don't just look for total number of listings, irrelevant to me. I've never looked at that metric once. So that's my biggest fear is not being on the same page as my supplier when trying to differentiate. How did you make sure that I was on the same page with your supplier? Well, I went back and forth and I got samples. That's what I've done. You get your test samples, okay? And then you want to differentiate and whatnot. Okay. I've personally always found products where if there's digital editions or whatnot, then it's not too bad, and you just go back and forth and you get a sample until you get it right. That's how I've been on the same page. And then it's like, okay, what is a step-by-step instruction of like have your own quality insurance in place of like, okay, well, like just think about it. Like, how would you explain it to a 3-year-old? Or if you've ever delegated to someone, like if you just give them a broad explanation, it's open to interpretation. So it's not going to be what you want probably. But if you're very specific and you get a direct feedback loop of like, okay, send me pictures or like explain it to me, get on the phone with me, send me a sample, test it. Like that's how you just time. And there's not like I don't have a link in the description to the like 2 steps to getting it perfect or a template to send out that works for everything to get the like home run products every time. It doesn't work like that. How do I launch products? Should you focus on a lot of things like Facebook, other social media, or just Amazon PPC? So for me personally, Amazon PPC has always been what I've done because you convert so high and you get data. You don't ever get to see your conversion rate on Amazon. You're not going to be able to, they don't give you the data. The only way you get it is you pay for it. But you also get sales. And then you get to see initially, do I rank for this keyword? Or like, not do I rank, do I convert? Do people actually like what I want on that? And you'll see the keywords that you convert on, and you'll see ones that you don't. Okay? And then just scale that up. And honestly, you could do a launch for cheaper with PPC than with giveaways. In my personal opinion, I mean, you got to wait and you got to have that perfect listing and everything. But now you're getting that direct feedback, and you know where your listing converts and where it doesn't. And it's like, wow, I should be ranking for that keyword, but I don't. Well, then my product doesn't match what people are looking for when they type in that keyword. So you can either optimize it to try to improve it for that keyword or not. Like it's a discovery. So you do all this research and you discover where there's opportunities, where you think, try to do it ahead of time. I go then and like get some market data before I go on Amazon by like just testing people in the test market. Then you launch it, do a PPC, get a couple reviews from friends. It's against terms of service, so you gotta do something. And then like if you've done something new and differentiated, you're gonna work. Now, if you're just trying to rank, okay, again, and not doing anything different, my method doesn't work. All right, you're gonna have to cheat. You're gonna have to do giveaways. You're probably gonna need to get fake reviews, and you're gonna need to just do all sorts of stuff. And that's like, ooh, everybody likes to say, here's the cutting edge. Here's the top tricks, the top Amazon FBA hacks to get you rich in 90 seconds. And by the way, check out my Lamborghini, like blah, blah, blah. Look at this. I rented this mansion. And then now I can buy a mansion because you guys bought that. No, it doesn't work like that. Let's see. Let's get reviews from friends. Yeah. How about that? If you do need to get reviews, go try hard. I was telling my friend, he's launching a construction product. It's like, go to Home Depot, stand out there and hand your product to every guy or woman who like looks like, friendly, and just tell them that you're hustling. And like, you've made this product, you've made a genuine improvement. And like, you would love for some, to give it to them at a discount. And if you could give a review, that would be awesome. Like, and just tell them your story. Be a nice, genuine person. You'll get reviews. You will get reviews, guaranteed. Or like, there's so many ways. I'm not going to go deep into that. This is long. Lambos and mansions. Woo. I say llamas, not Lambos. Okay, I'm going to finish this up. Okay, Brock, on someone else's YouTube channel who's speaking on their experience with FBA, mentioned that someone was using hacked and collected his earnings. Yeah, you can get your account hacked, but it doesn't work anymore like that. Now, if you change your Amazon bank account, your account essentially gets suspended initially. It was like that. Now I don't know if it's just like you can't get your funds for a long time. I don't know. Love Dove, mention who got their account hacked or something. I think I know what you're talking about, but I just want to be sure. I really don't mind Gil Laffler says, I really don't mind everyone not thinking for themselves and learning to be a sheep. It makes it easier for me to excel and pass them. So true. And that's why I will also, I guarantee, excel. And I will. This channel is, and my brand I'm building is going to excel because I'm going where other people don't. I found holes in the market and providing people what they want, and like what people want to actually see, like authenticity, like just giving everything I know for free. People want that, but everybody else, like on YouTube, okay. So here's like thing, like I'm really focused on YouTube in the course at this moment because I'm just finishing that up. Like everybody else is literally doing what bad private labelers do on YouTube. What works? Okay, I buy a Lambo. Okay, that works. Oh, I make a clickbaity title like this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna show this guy. Like you look at the non-genuineness and uniqueness of content. So but I've actually looked and seen what do people want and who am I, and expressing that. It's just like my channel is very just different because that's like who I am and whatnot. And I'm not just like kind of like doing growth hacking of like other, like, I guess the way to say is like the other YouTubers are looking at, and this is like the whole online money making niche. They're looking at what sells. They're not looking at what people want, what the market wants, or what's going to be good 10 years from now. They're looking at that silicone baking mat and saying, that guy's making $100,000 a month on that listing. I could do it too. Let me just try to copy that. Oh, that YouTube video worked. Let me copy that title in that format. So that's like, it happens everywhere in life. And so that's just what's up. You revise your listing if you make a bundle and want to revise the bundle, because I actually have like an hour plus on bundles in the course. So that is coming. Revise your listing if you make a bundle because you want to add a product in the future when you have more capital. Would Amazon like that? No. Could you do it? Yeah. I always suggest people make 10 variations of their product right away And then you could always add a variation and launch a new version of the bundle, or I don't know, maybe you just change the bundle. You're not supposed to do that. So do it with your own risk. But if you wanted to add another piece to that bundle, I don't see anybody being harmed in the world by you adding a piece to that bundle or upgrading a part or something. That's what I would always use, but you might get in trouble. When you look up, all right, this is the last question because I've been on here for like 2 hours. Or if somebody really wants their question answered, put it in right here. When you look up keywords and on the first page, there's hardly any variation in the products, that the niche is saturated and not good to enter, even if it has low reviews. It depends. Okay, so if there's no room for differentiation and there's low reviews and there's a lot of sales on the first page, you could. But just know that how many barriers to entry are there in that market then? Because if it's easy, like this, okay, here's the answer. If it's easy, everybody will do it. If it's just a product that it's like, wow, this is selling so much and there's no reviews, somebody's going to find it. And then it's just go to Alibaba. Oh, I'll buy that. Oh, that's selling. That works. Oh, cool. Oh, I don't need to make $10,000 a month. I'd be happy making $3,000 a month just selling that product and buying it on Alibaba. You got to think about game theory, okay? And so if you go into that, just know this is going to be destroyed. Unless it's like there's some barrier to entry, like it's really large, there's a huge amount of capital, something else like that. But here's the thing, if it's sustained sales for years, like a year long, sustained flat sales are like slowly increasing, and there's not too many people in the market, I mean, yeah, sure, that could be good, even if there's no room for differentiation. But like, I still want to do something. There's this concept that's called 0 to 1. And if you're not, it's by Peter Thiel. If you're not doing anything different in the world, like why? Like if you're not providing any extra value, you're not solving a problem to the market or anything, like you won't last. Because so you could just go into that product knowing, all right, I'm just going to make cash for a couple months. And if that's your position, you're just trying to hustle, make cash, cool. But just know that's not like a brand that you're going to build. There's a difference between branding and there's a difference between arbitrage and money making. I spent the past 5 years of my life arbitraging and making money. Now I'm working on branding, doing stuff that I know will last for a long time and that's hard, and putting in the work. And that's, it would have been really easy to take my story and just make a giant course and just like monetize like the heck out of it and like just make a bunch of cash. But I look at my end goals and like I don't need cash. So my end goals now are working on totally different things, and I can help a lot more people by really putting the time and the effort and giving all the tools and the resources to people to think. So and then you'll see with my products that I'm launching here, I'm now working on $1 million products. So like one is a $4 million product that potentially larger, and it takes a lot of time and effort. I've taken half a year to make this thing and setting everything up for it. But I know that like I have competitive advantages in it, and that it'll continue to make me money for the rest of my life. So, and that when I power launch with this and do it all correctly, it's just and yeah. Anyways, 0 to 1 was a good read. Good thing that you read it, Kevin saying. I suggest it to anybody. Like, literally, private label is a tool, okay? There's like this arbitrage opportunity, but I really think everybody's got to be providing value and just do something better for the world, Can you mention costs associated with bundling, like the deep dive you went in before with the wedding stuff? Oh yeah, I got an hour on that, man. How do I continue to learn? Mystery Topia asks, I just never stop thinking and learn. And I dig in. When I see something, here's the thing. I ask the question, why? Or how does that work? So everybody has, if you've ever heard from Tony Robbins, I learned this at Date with Destiny, everybody has a question that you ask like 20 times a day. Some people it's, what will other people think of me? Some people is, did I do that wrong? And then there's other people with everybody's asking these questions all the time. They're subconsciously happening. I'm always asking, how can I make that better? Or like, how can I make this more efficient? Or like, how does that work and why? Or how is that wrong? How is that one unfortunately gets me in trouble sometimes because I'm always getting into arguments with people and I always try to be very positively framed. But when somebody tells me something, I think of literally every way to disprove them or like how it's fundamentally wrong at some reason or why their assumptions might be different. And that's how I continue to learn by trial and error. And if I'm like wrong on something, I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, you got me. That makes sense to me. But I never stop asking or digging, like, why is that the best selling product? Is it the best selling product? Is there room for innovation? Like just looking at all but the data, why do things work? And coming up with my own hypothesis and testing them. And you just got to be curious at the end of the day. And my primary questions, I'm always asking questions that are like just breaking things down and trying to optimize them. So basically, I just get out there and do it. Exactly, Mr. Utopia. Exactly. All right. At work, getting busy. Appreciate your work. Thanks, everybody, for coming. I could go on for hours, and I do in the course. We actually have taken out all of the rants in the course. So there will be a bonus section where I actually might have videos where it's like you can choose to watch it with me with my rants and explaining, or just the core content. So we're trying to make it so everybody can take the most from it. Last one, found a product that is limited on Amazon. Only 2 competitors. One has 6K reviews. Other has 3K. Sounds like a patent. Sounds like patent. They got something special. If there's only 2 competitors, they all have that many reviews. Why? Here's my question. Why? Why is it like that? If it was is it really so tough that only 2 people in the world could ever do it? Nobody else thought, wow, there's only 2 companies here making something, like I can't compete. I can't differentiate. No, that wouldn't work because I would see that, or somebody like me would come in and say, oh, I can make something better. So that's wrong. So therefore, there's probably someone kicking out all the competitors. So that means that there's either pay to play with Amazon, they only let certain people in for a specific reason, or there's a patent and they have good lawyers. So that would be my top of the answer. All right, rants are fun to watch. Good, because they're fun to tell. Good to tell. Yes, do a Google patent on that. Do I offer private coaching calls? I do not. Sorry. Maybe someday, but it just doesn't scale. Unfortunately, we'll do some type of event at some point. Like, I'm thinking about taking people to the Canton Fair. Like, but I don't want to set it up. And I don't want to charge people. So it'll be like, I'll be here on these dates. And I'm probably do some other things where it's like, all right, I'll be here from then. We'll talk this. Maybe I'll rent a room. You guys figure everything else out. So that'd probably be the way that it would go, that I could help people. So, I don't know, maybe I'll figure something else out. I just want to get all the content out there for people, get them thinking for themselves. And then, but the way to get questions answered from me are with social media, like being in live calls. There will also be a way where I will be offering a little bit of mentoring, or not just mentoring, but like ways to get coaching calls from me and stuff. But that'll only be through the affiliate program. But you don't make any money from the affiliate program because the course is $1. So what, do you want like 25% of 70 cents? But I just want to get the content out there to people. So basically, people that have shared it will there will be some type of reward system where you could buy my time essentially. So it's technically you're getting money for referring the course, but that's only if you think my time is valuable. So we haven't figured out the exact details out, for that yet. And then we'll also do contests. But yeah, live streams. I'll be doing more live streams in the future. They probably won't be 2 hours long like this one. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye.